I'm about to make a claim that may sound outrageous, but please don't be too quick to dismiss it. I think I can prove to you in just a few minutes that this claim is absolutely true. Nearly all the bicycles sold today have 5 serious flaws in their basic design that take much of the fun and health benefit out of bike riding, and can actually put you in real danger. The first flaw is the fact that the seat is directly above the pedal. And what that means is the seat has to be narrow and generally relatively hard, because if you make it too soft and wide, it's going to interfere with your pedaling. So what that means is to ride this, you have to have an awkward straddle, and it's definitely uncomfortable and not very good for the anatomy. The second flaw is the fact that you have to lean forward and put weight on your hands and arms and arch your back, and this creates a numbness often in your hands and forearms that you have to stop and stretch your back and shake out your hands and arms. It's very uncomfortable. The third flaw is the fact that your body position on this kind of bike puts your line of vision downward, which means that in order to look up and around, you have to crane your neck up in an awkward, uncomfortable position. And so often you just end up staring downward most of the time, and you miss so much of the scenery and the enjoyment of bike riding. The fourth design flaw has to do with airflow. Airflow is a huge factor in bicycling efficiency, and it's hard to think of a worse aerodynamic design than one where your body is upright, leaning forward, trapping the oncoming air. The fifth design flaw has to do with center of balance, and it's probably the most serious flaw of all of them, because it has to do with your safety. It can put you in real danger. Because your center of balance is so high and you're leaning forward over the handlebars, it takes very little obstruction for you to actually flip the bike up and over the handlebars with the short wheelbase and the high center of gravity. So why do people put up with these painful, stressful, and dangerous design flaws? I think it's just because they don't realize that there's a great alternative. If you have just a few minutes, I'd like to introduce you to the Stratus Bike and show you how it provides a brilliant solution to every single one of these design flaws. The first solution is that it puts the pedals out ahead of the seat, which allows you to have a soft, wide, cushiony seat with a comfortable backrest. Instead of that awkward straddle, you can simply comfortably step across, lean back, and take off riding in total and complete comfort with no discomfort or painful or awkward seat straddling at all. The Stratus takes all the stress and strain off your hands and arms and back. You can just lightly hold the handlebars, even do it with one hand if you'd like, and lean back and just relax and comfortably enjoy the ride. Unlike the downward view you get with ordinary bikes, the natural line of sight with the Stratus is straight ahead, making it perfect for touring the countryside and taking in every sight and sound. It's hard to truly enjoy the scenery when you're uncomfortable and generally facing downward, but with the Stratus, it's biking as it should be. You can finally enjoy all the beauty of the great outdoors in total comfort. Unlike ordinary bikes where you trap the oncoming air, with the Stratus, your natural position is to let the air flow up and over you, which makes the airflow a whole lot more efficient. You especially see that when coasting down the hill next to somebody in an ordinary bike. You will pull out way ahead even if you start at the same speed. Unlike ordinary bikes with their short wheelbase and high center of gravity that make it so easy for them to flip over the handlebars at the slightest obstruction, the Stratus has a longer wheelbase and a lower center of gravity, which makes it virtually impossible for the rear wheel to flip up over the front. And you are also sitting much lower to the ground, which is safer, and your feet are out ahead instead of your head. I'd much rather have my feet take an impact than my head. In summary, there is no bike that is more comfortable, more enjoyable, and safer than the Stratus. It's the perfect choice for anyone who bikes regularly for fun and fitness. I've ridden my Stratus for more than 9,000 miles, including many 60, 70, and 100-mile trips, and I would never go back to an ordinary bike. And there are thousands of other Stratus owners over the last 30 years who would say the very same thing. You can ride it anywhere you can ride any ordinary bike, including country roads, city streets, bike paths, and even dirt roads, and it easily fits on most car bike racks. If you want the whole story about Stratus bikes, be sure to send for our big free information package. We'll include dozens of stories from real Stratus owners, telling you about their personal experiences with their bikes. The Stratus is one of the best tested bike designs you can find. For more than 30 years, thousands of satisfied owners have been riding the Stratus on roads all over America for a combined total of millions of miles. Just sign up online and we'll rush the details to you by first-class mail. And be sure to also sign up for our email updates so you don't miss any special offers or coupon codes. We look forward to hearing from you.